So today I'm trying something new out. You tell me how you feel about it in the comments, but I'm just going to do a what I'm working on or a work in progress video because I'm working on a lot of things. Some I'm frustrated with and some I don't really know what's going on. And I like watching these videos, so I thought I would make one because that's kind of my philosophy with sewing too. I see it, I like it, I want to make it. So let's start with I'm surrounded by fabric in front of me. Oh, let's start with the pajamas because this has been a saga. So this was my toile for, is this the back or the front? This is the back. Has been my toile for the silk pajamas. I made them out of a rayon chatty. This came out fine. I'll tell you all the mods I did when I do the video. And then for the shorts, I did a ruffle on one leg. I think it goes the other way. Yeah. I did a ruffle on one leg and not the other. And this turned out fine. And then something happened when I got to the silk that made it, I had to step away. So I made the first pair and the top came out fine. For some reason the straps are too short, but I can fix that on the top. And then with the shorts, I took off an inch of width on the ruffle, and that is where everything went downhill. And I think it's because it's silk and it just, like the fabric stiffener I used, it just looks better. Well, I think I have, hold on, one moment. I went and grabbed the top. So this is the front. So it's wrinkled because I slept in it to see if I actually enjoy sleeping in silk pajamas, so I wouldn't go through all this work, and I hate it. Very comfortable, love it. Here's where I went wrong. The fabric treatment that I did to stiffen the fabric, I think it ruined it, which is really disappointing. Like I can tell, I don't know if you can see it on camera. Oh, kind of. But like right here, I may have to pop in a pic. I don't even know if it'll come up though. But it's just like certain parts of the fabric, I think it ate through the silk. And so it just doesn't look good. And so that's an issue. And then the shorts, the ruffle, I think the width is too short. And so it's just been so hard to do the French seam that I was like, you know, girl, sometimes you gotta throw in the towel. And I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. So I took a little break from that. That was my like New Year's Eve project that I was working on in the beginning of the month. It's not going well. So I took a break, and now I'm thinking I do like the ruffle on the rayon ones, so I think I'm going to finish that. And then I think the regular pajamas, I do have more silk, thankfully. It's not pink, which is okay. I think I'm going to just have a regular short, like it doesn't need any embellishments. I have thought about doing a little tap pant style with a little tulip side, but I said, you know, the idea of having to top stitch a curved hem on silk is the last thing I want to do ever. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I did at first throw away the shorts, and then I put them out of the trash, and I do think I'll finish them one day. Just not soon. But that's the update with the pajamas. And then next, God, the Chanel lady jacket. So we're on toile number 3 with those. The first one I made is right here. Hold on. So this one I made just out of regular quilter's cotton, and it actually turned out pretty good. The only problem is that it's too big. So I knew I needed to go down a size, and then I was hoping that would help the fit. And then it's also a little long, so I need to shorten it and also shorten the cuffs. I think that was really the only thing wrong with it. So then we came to toile number 2, which I only put one sleeve in. And it's made out of cotton sateen. And this is where all the issues came in. So the shoulder pad is in this one. I chose cotton sateen because I had it and I thought it would be a good fabric for copying the stiffness of wool that was interfaced. It was a horrible idea because I had all these drag lines on the back and it was really causing me to be frustrated. And so I took a break. I was like, I know I need a sway back, but like, do I also need to narrow the back? Like I typically have a broad back. I realized I had some cotton twill left over from something. So now we have toile number 3, which might just be 2 as a do-over. And the drape is beautiful, like this. This is a size down, and it does fit a lot better. I'm just overdoing this because this is now the 3rd time I've sewed this jacket. And so it does need to be shortened still, and I need to put the sleeves in, and I adjusted the sleeves for my body. I will talk about it all in the video. I actually haven't been recording my toiling because we're on the 3rd one, and I wanted to tell you all the adjustments after I get it right, but like the apex needs to be moved down. I did a forward shoulder and a narrow shoulder, and that's kind of it, but I think it will be okay after that. I also wonder if I should have done the height range that was lower, then that it kind of could have been a built-in petite adjustment because I am short-waisted. I don't know, we'll see, but that is now going better. The final fabric I want to do it in. So this is this black and white wool that I love how it's showing up on camera. It's just like a neutral, and I like that. But I tried an all black one on at J. Crew and I hated it. So that's how I knew I didn't want a black one. But this is what I'm gonna do for the fashion outer fabric. And then for the lining, I have some leftover poly satin from when I did my ball gown. So I wanted to use this for the lining. And then I need to make white piping. I don't have fabric to do that though. I need to figure that out. And if you're like, why aren't you buying piping? Because I don't like store-bought piping because the cord that I use is too thick and it makes things really bulky. So I bought cord, I just need to find fabric for piping. So I need to finish up the toile on that one. That will eventually be done the next 2 months because I want to wrap it up with my winter sewing plans, or like do everything I made this winter. And then the pajamas, I might do this weekend. I don't know, because now I've added a 3rd project, which we'll get into right now. The last thing we're going to talk about is this fabric, which we've also been on a journey with. So I bought this last year because I wanted to make a McCall's 8039, I think it is. I'll put it up right here. And then I started to hate the fabric, which has only happened twice to me. I don't know why I don't like. I think the print is overwhelming and then not at the same time. And maybe the shade of pink is also like not the best for my skin tone. Normally I need a warm pink, which this is a warm pink, but something a little brighter in shade. But I don't want to waste it. So I'm thinking about doing a Valentine's Day dress with it. And I'm really I have 2 designs narrowed down in my head. They're very similar. One's just longer. And I feel like I have to be careful with the design because I don't want it to be matronly. I can show you some inspo pics on the screen right now. But it's growing on me because I pulled it out again. It also was expensive, and so I don't want to waste it. It was the Atelier Jupe fabric from like 2 years ago. It's a shirting fabric, so there's not like, it's not that heavy, so I have to be conscious of that too. But I love a flowy dress, so I'm thinking that route, but we'll see. We'll see. So the projects I've been working on. Oh, did I say for the pajamas, I'm going to do them in a blue silk charmeuse. I have enough so that I can make the pajamas and then also make something else, but I haven't decided what the something else is because I don't want to make a slip dress. And I have another idea, but I don't think I'll have enough fabric for that. Also, I only have 2.5 yards of this fabric, so I need to be strategic about what I do. Like I was wanting to do something with sleeves, but they can't be full-length sleeves because then I won't have enough fabric for the skirt. By the time you leave your ideas, I will have made something, but you can leave your ideas in the comments below if you want to. That's kind of it for sewing updates. I really want to start, I do want your opinion on this. I want to start sewing for warmer weather. If you don't know, I live in Texas and we're basically going to be in spring next week. I still need a coat. It's raining most of the time too, but I don't need thick sweaters anymore. Now it may freeze in February. I hope it doesn't. But if not, then we're just kind of smooth sailing. And so how do you all feel about me starting to sew dresses and warmer weather things earlier than the rest of the country? I acknowledge it's January, so that's why I'm trying to put some filler things in, but it's also like I need to sew for the climate I live in. I need to be respectful of my audience too, so I'm very curious your thoughts on that. But that's it for the sewing. Life updates. I still don't have a job. I'm working on that though. I've been interviewing a lot. I am still planning the year like I'm going to get a job because I have no choice but to get a job. So we're moving ahead with that. I have not started sewing for Vegas, obviously. I'm also possibly taking another trip in the end of spring, early summer, and we're still deciding where we're going to go. I may sew some stuff for that, and this was unplanned, but also we had talked about it. It's a girls trip. I think I may need to tweak my sewing plans for spring so that I can accommodate that. And so that's what's coming up in my life, and my health and fitness stuff is still going well. I don't know how much you all want me to talk about that, but I can if you want me to. My mission is really to lose inches over weight, and I was talking to some trainers and they said it's tough because inches are hard to, it's slower progress with them. So I just gotta stay on track, keep doing what I'm doing, and they'll come. They are coming. They're just not in the 3 that I want them to be consistently. Well, my butt's getting smaller, but like bust, waist, hips is the goal. But I can share more about that if you want me to. Just let me know. I will say, I think that a lot of people said when I got laid off, a lot of my like close friends and family were like, I know it sucks, but this will be probably, for an unseeable future, the only time you'll get to truly work on yourself and, you know, maybe be at peace. And they are so right. I have not been this content and happy in a long time. Like, yes, it sucks not to have stable income, but also I'm not stressed. not in the way that I was before with like work stress. I have time to work out. I eat better. Like, I can work on my sewing. I can finally dedicate time to that. Sometimes I'm very conscious of my screen time, but I'm trying to balance it all out and not treat this like a hobby, since this is the time to treat it like a job. But things are nice. I'm not gonna lie. Things are nice. Like, I know the job is coming, so part of me is like, do all your heavy projects now, because I'm not gonna have time to make a tweed jacket when I have a job or 3 towels. So things are nice. You know, I'm not bad. But that's what's going on with me. That's what I'm working on. And you'll see all these projects eventually over the next couple of weeks. My goal is to finish them all by March, which you're like, Chann, that's not that far. But actually January is over very soon. So like next week. So it's 3 projects and I get them all done within the next couple of weeks. If you like this video, please give it a like. What do you think about these chatty work in progress updates? Don't forget to comment down below and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. It's a good chunk of my videos that I cut out.